Hello, Tubiverse. Welcome back. This is going to be my very first predictions video, and you're currently looking out at my backyard again, because nature's great. Who doesn't love nature? Okay, so this Sunday is the Backlash pay-per-view for WWE, and I wrote down my own predictions of what I feel is going to happen. And I got this idea via WhatCulture. I love their channel. So I decided, why not start writing my own predictions? There's another side story to that, but it's a lot longer. So I'm just going to leave it at that for right now. So Backlash is the pre-show, Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English. I have Dillinger to win. On the main show, we have Luke Harper versus Eric Rowan. Personally, they're both to me, so I just gave the win to Harper because he's the face right now at the moment, I feel. And him and Rowan, they used to be brothers, so I feel like there's going to be like some former family cult-like tension in there. Some reprimandum from when they were together. So I just gave the win to Harper. Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. Sami hasn't really been on much of a hot streak lately, so I gave it to Corbin. It's the 6-women tag match between Becky, Charlotte, and Naomi versus the Welcoming Committee. I have the Welcoming Committee to win because Becky and Charlotte and Naomi all, in a sense, have their, I'm not going to say egotistical, I'm just going to say that Charlotte is Ric Flair's daughter, Naomi is currently the women's champion, and Becky's kind of been the sideliner or the pre-show for both of these women. So I feel like it's going to be a situation where one of them is probably going to let their ego get the best of them and they're going to walk out, or somebody's not given enough time and they're going to do the whole early tap the back thing, and that's going to make somebody frustrated. The Welcoming Committee is going to play up on this distraction, and somebody's going to go for the pin or submission or whatever. Point being, the Welcoming Committee's to win. And next we have the Tag Team Championship match between the Usos and Breezango. And I have the Usos to win because the Fashion Police get distracted due to too many fashion emergencies. Personally, I could just watch them go on forever and ever and ever. I know it's probably a bad thing because they can't go on forever and ever and ever, but I feel like the more time that they have with the gimmick, the more that they're going to be able to do with it. Breezango and the Usos as well too with their heel gimmick. I feel like the more time that they have to flesh it out, being that they're competing against one another, the better it's actually going to be. So I have the Usos to win for right now, but I feel like Breezango is going to win later, and I will explain why. Okay, next we have the United States Championship match between Owens and Styles, and I have Kevin Owens to win via shenanigans, via distraction. I feel like it's not going to be a disqualification. I feel like it's going to be something along the lines of him doing something that AJ Styles didn't plan for, because these guys used to fight on the indies and stuff like that. So I feel like it's going to be a situation where it's something that AJ Styles didn't plan for and didn't expect coming from him, and it's going to be underhanded, sort of like what Neville did with Austin Aries at their recent pay-per-view, something like that, to go further into the whole face of America. Like, do you really want to cheat representing the face of America, or do you want a all-American winner or something like that? Sort of like that. Like, personally, I don't like the whole implication of Kevin Owens, you're Canadian, I'm American, so I deserve the US title because I'm American. I don't personally like that, but if that's the storyline they want to go with, then the next obvious best step is to go with the whole cheating somehow to show that he doesn't deserve to be a champion, thus he doesn't deserve to represent America. So AJ Styles is going to get the title later, but for right now I have Owens to retain. Nakamura versus Dolph. I have Nakamura to win, and I have at the end Dolph Ziggler's going to increase his heel turn by beating up on Nakamura, because Dolph Ziggler is not getting any younger, and these young guys are coming in, and he feels like they're going to take his place, and Nakamura is one of the guys that he feels is trying to take his place. So I feel like that should be the storyline going forward. The whole, I'm still here, I'm still going, I'm still a valuable player in this game, but yet here you are pushing me aside for these young guys like Nakamura, and Nakamura is all like, no, your time is up, my time is now, that sort of, like John Cena. No, I'm kidding. But point of the matter is, I feel like that should be the storyline going forward. The whole Nakamura is new, Dolph Ziggler, he's old, and he's still trying to prove that he can go with the best of them. So Nakamura is going to win the match, but at the end, Dolph Ziggler is going to beat up on him just to prove that he can still go. Okay, and last but not least, we have the WWE Championship match. Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal. And I personally have Jinder Mahal to win this match because, like I previously explained, again, I feel like later Breezango is going to win the titles. There's no question about that, especially if their gimmicks get over as well as I hope they get over anyway. So they're going to need a heel tag team to compete against. I feel like Jinder's going to win the title, and he's going to not just want to represent WWE as the champion, but he's going to want to represent the entire company as a whole. He's going to want a lot, to just make a long story very, very blunt, he's going to want a lot of Indians to represent WWE. So while he's the WWE champion, somebody else who is of Indian culture, possibly Sami Zayn, because Sami Zayn is Arabic. I know it's two different things, but maybe they can mix it in there somehow. Personally, I feel like they can, but that's going to be a long shot. Something with Sami Zayn representing them, so the United States Championship goes over to him, and then the Bollywood boys, who are now officially heels, are going to take the tag titles off of Breezango and establish themselves as the new heel tag team. And here is this new heel stable just made of individuals who represent Indian culture. And I'm only saying this specifically because their main export apparently now is from India, or their third biggest export is from India. And I feel also the question isn't, what are we going to do with Randy if he loses the title? Because he's such a homebred name that you could basically put Randy with anyone and the feud's going to be representable. The thing comes in at what are we going to do with Jinder after he leaves? So, after he loses his contendership, if he loses this match, what are we going to do with Jinder Mahal? We can't just keep giving him match after match after match after match, you know? So, I feel like Jinder's going to win, and I just thought of something. I feel like Jinder's going to win, they're going to call up Arya Daivari from 205 Live to fight for the United States Championship. He's going to take that, and then the Bollywood boys are going to take the tag team belts. That way, they're going to have some type of Indian empire over on SmackDown. But not just Indian empire, but a heel empire as well. So then more faces can develop better and more people will be represented. Now, note to self, I don't know what they're going to do with the women's division. That's a little asterisk next to everything, but that's another story for another day. So those are my predictions for Backlash 2017. I'm not going to do any challenges. I really think that I'm going to suck at this, and everyone that I pick is probably going to lose, besides the beginning match, because obviously Ty Dillinger is over as hell. But point of the matter is, I feel like everyone's going to lose, so I'm not really going to do any awards and stuff. But if I just so happen to get the majority of these right, like 75%, I don't know, I might do something special. But, yeah, enjoy WWE Backlash, and I will see you soon. Bye!